Happy Saturday. Let's get after it. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, back with an Underdog Fantasy Pick'em video. If you don't have that account, you want to join us here, use that promo code CashCake and get yourself that 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Link is in the description below. And also, if you're a first-time depositor, you are eligible for a free month of dailyedgesports.com. And we had a great night inside of our Discord. All the tools were hitting yesterday. And yeah, if you want to access all that stuff, you can get it either by signing up or, again, if you're a first-time depositor here at Underdog, you can get that as well for a free month. And we're just going to dive right into this. Again, we got 3 plays I'm going to talk about. There wasn't a ton of value this early in the morning. Took about a 2-hour nap after that first video. Thought I'd come back and knock this one out. So I dug into this a little bit. I pulled up 3 first quarter plays. We're going to talk about each and every one of them. Let's get after it. All right, Underdog Fantasy Pick'em is up on the screen. They got a sweet mobile app you can download as well, both in the Google and Apple Store. Again, we're just going to kind of talk about some things. But yeah, before we get into that, it was pretty good overall. Some of the picks that we give out inside of our Discord here had some pretty nice hits, honestly, throughout. Here's a few of them. I'm just going to kind of go through, giving these out yesterday. Kind of mix and matched. Subscriber hit those first 2. This was given out yesterday as well. So over PrizePicks, we hit a 25x. Another one was a 2x, so almost hit that one. Some good wins, and then the single game parlay as well. So give out a little bit of everything. But we're going to talk about Underdog. We're going to talk about 3 plays. We do have tools over at over at dailyedgesports.com. We do have a ton of Underdog tools. You can see 5 different tools that we have. There was nothing that really stood out to me that I loved. So I dug a little deep here, found 3 plays. I guess there was only 1 play that I did like, and I'll talk about him, but I don't know if he's going to play today. So we'll bring it up. This is not going to be in the 3. Like I said, always play 3-mans. If you're going to do the standard on Underdog, that's where you want to play. So we'll bring him up a little bit, but that's OG Anunoby, the 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists. I'm not sure he's going to play. He's a game time decision with his elbow, but it's a great matchup if he does play against Sacramento here. Pace up matchup for him. He's cleared this line in the last 9 games he has played. And it's just, again, still too low for him. It was at 17.5. We were all over him in our Discord. The last game he was out and he put up 23. I'm perfectly fine going right back to it at 19.5. So if you feel like you want to jump on this, I don't mind doing it. I guess if he's going to play, I think he's fine. If he's not, the odds are minus 149 at Pinnacle. So again, way too low for this. We got him projected for around the same when I pulled him up. But again, I'm going to talk about mainly 3 first quarter plays right here. First one, guy you probably never heard me bring up too often, Lou Dort. And again, higher 2.5 first quarter points is the projection. And looking at him a little bit, I was surprised here. He's actually cleared this in each of his last 8 games, 9 of his last 10. He's averaging right around 9 minutes in the first quarter. And yeah, he's basically had 3 or more points in each of his last 8 games here. Memphis is going to get a little bit more healthy here, hopefully. Jaren Jackson's a game-time decision. Desmond Bane finally is a game-time decision. Santi Almada is a game-time decision. No Clark or Morant. Of course, Morant's out for the season. And they still got injuries. I mean, Smart is still out. It's not like they're healthy by any stretch to imagine. But getting Desmond Bane back would be good for him. But hey, if we can get Lou Dort, splashing a 3 early in the first quarter, he will get it. So again, makes you a little bit nervous anytime you're talking about first quarter points projection or any kind of first quarter projections. But this one stood out to me a little bit, so I thought I would bring him up and take a shot at him. Next one we're going to talk about, LeBron James. LeBron James going up against Golden State Warriors. Steve Kerr did say that Steph Curry is probably going to play here, so I'm projecting that he is going to play. And line on this one I saw is minus 130 over at DraftKings, and I'm looking at first quarter Rebounds. Higher than that projection at first quarter rebounds. He's cleared this in 8 of his last 9 games. He's played Golden State once this year back on January 27th, where he had 4 in that first quarter, playing just 8 minutes. They usually play pretty small here, right? So I think he can get you some rebounds here. Gets up for games like this for sure. Anytime superstars are playing guys like this, I don't mind taking a shot at them when games get up. But yeah, cleared this in 8 of his last 9 games. And if you want to go back to the last 20, 14 his last 20, but been playing really good ball lately. And I'll take a shot at him at the higher than 1.5 first quarter rebounds. And then the last one we're going to talk about, again, I say stay with these threes a little bit. Tobias Harris. Now I had to dig into this one a little bit because Maxi's been in and out of the lineup. And so, I was wondering why there are some games that kind of spiked for him specifically. And I'm talking about 5.5 first quarter points and go lower on this, right? So we know that, Embiid is out, and Harris is actually a game time decision. So I think it only helps if he does play. Of course, if he doesn't play, it's going to just be voided. But I still like this play when Maxey is playing. I like this play. He has went under this in 8 of his last 10 games. And I looked at 2 games here that kind of spiked. One was against Charlotte, the same Charlotte team. You might look at it, it was like, wow, he scored 13 points in the first quarter. What are you talking about? Well, I dug that game up a little bit, the Charlotte game, and was like, okay, well, why in the world did he score, 13 points? And, well, it all comes down to, who's playing alongside him, right? If we look at the starting lineup in that game against Charlotte, I mean, he played 10 minutes in that first quarter, and, that starting lineup, had Maxey on there, had Hield, Mamba, and Lowry. But, Kelly Oubre was the one that likes to take a ton of shots. That was the one where it kind of stood out to me a little bit. Because when I pulled up Tobias Harris's game log with Kelly Oubre starting next to him, that's where he hasn't took a ton of shots. There's only been 2 that game. Let's see, that one game against Charlotte again where he put up 13. Kelly Oubre didn't play there. And then the Knicks game on March 10th, he played all 12 minutes that game, was shot 3 for 6 and just had 6 points, but played all 12 minutes in that game. And I kind of looked at the starting lineup there Kelly Oubre Jr. played next to him, but there was no Tyrese Maxey. And if you got both Maxey and Oubre, Tobias Harris is going to be the third option by far here. And that's something that's always going to kind of stick out to me. He's not going to be the scorer, right? He's not going to be the guy that, you're looking to push the ball and push shots up, right? He's going to be facilitating rebounds, a little bit of everything. But they should start again. They should start if Harris plays. Maxey, Harris, Oubre, Lowry, and then either Bamba, or Paul Reed. But they've been starting Bamba and then having Reed come off the bench, which has been good for him. So that's what I'm kind of looking at here. Again, these can be very volatile, but I didn't love a lot of what was going on for a big slate too. It's a big slate for Saturday. We got some 5 p.m. games and it's a big slate, but I just couldn't find a lot of value. Hopefully some more will open up. We get some more injuries, but I still wanted to kind of, talk about, a few plays that I did like first quarter and take a shot at it. So here's 3 of them that we do like. Again, if you like this, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel. And if you want access to more picks, all the tools, you can get access to it over at dailyedgesports.com. Sign up for that elite membership or get it for free, not just with your Underdog first-time deposit, but there's a plethora of other sites as well. So, again, enjoy your Saturday. Hit that like button on your way out. Appreciate you guys. Like always, see you on the flip side. Deuces.